I have this question I ask people. It's about like if you, we always have those times, you know, that we look back on our lives, the things we did or did not do.
Yeah.
And we're like, man, if only I would have been there 5 minutes earlier, if only I would have said that, or if only I would have did this or not did this, or went there or not went there. And so I asked this question about like if we had a telephone time machine, right? You could pick it up. And the only purpose of this is you can call yourself in the past or the future. But for this question, you'd be calling yourself in the past, and we let you borrow this machine. What Rashad would you call, and what would you tell him? Let's say it's a Rashad that you feel like is the one that needs advice from you in the future about their lives and what they're doing. Which Rashad do you call, and what do you say to the guy? It's a complex question, right?
This is funny. This is funny because I know exactly which one I would call.
Okay.
Dang, it's about 2 of them. It's like, I don't know how early I should do it. It's either middle school or high school.
Okay. Middle school or high school.
High school.
Okay.
And it could be middle school though. Dang. I'm gonna say high school. Freshman year.
Okay. Freshman year, high school.
Early. Get it early. Man, I would say focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, man.
That's what you tell him? Why do you tell him to focus on himself? What was he doing?
I just feel like myself back then, I was too let me think. Because how the books I read, they put it, I feel like I was too external instead of internal.
Right.
I feel like I know myself more, way more now. Back then, yeah, I was trying to, I guess I was a people pleaser. Not saying there's nothing wrong. I love to make people happy and smile.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like I was a people pleaser.
Yeah, and sometimes people have the problem of like, they spend so much time trying to please people and give an image that they're not working on like loving on themselves or bettering themselves,
and that was
right?
the problem.
Because I only know this because I've done it. Like most of the things that I say on the show, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. So if anybody listens to this, if I said anything on this episode or any episode before, you're like, man, that's not right. I'm just a regular guy. I make mistakes. But my point is like when I have a strong opinion on it about something, it's only because I've done it too. But I've been there, like to where like I'm worried, like, oh, what do they think? How do I look? How do I sound?
Man.
What am I doing? And I'm like another part of my brain is like, dude, shut up, man. Just like do you. Like these people probably, like somebody told me once, they said when you're in your 20s or something, you worry about everybody and what they're thinking and what they're perceiving of you. And then when you get like in your 40s or 50s, you start feeling like you don't care what people think and like how they perceive you. And then when you get into like your 60s or 70s, you realize they was never thinking about you at all.
Yeah.
And so that's...
I realized that in the gym. I'm not gonna lie, when
you working out?
When I was younger, I used to think people was looking at me. I'm like, dang, why? Like, but now I kind of figured everybody's just really looking at themselves.
Yeah. And some people might be looking at you, but it's definitely not what we usually think it is. We always, if it's like a 2, we build it up to like an 8, you know?
Yeah.
I still do that now in the gym. Like I'm in there and I see some guy that's way bigger than me. I'm like, man, if he's looking at me and he's like, look at this little or something, like, look at this little guy, he ain't doing nothing. Even some of the girls, there's like girls that are like super jacked, and I'm just like, oh, I bet she's like, oh, look at this little Peabody.
Everybody starts somewhere though.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere, and then you just got to just keep doing your thing. Like it doesn't matter. Like stay in your own like world and improve and let the chips fall where they may.